If the great American dream is to own your own home, then the ultimate version of that dream would be to own one of the more magnificent mansion-style homes in one of Dallas's more upscale neighborhoods like Highland Park, Preston Hollow, or Turtle Creek. Homes like this, somewhere in the neighborhood of 11 to 12,000 square feet or even more. Now, while it might be wonderful to own and live in one of these homes, imagine how satisfying it would be to build homes like this for a living and to be so doggone good at it. Based on your reputation alone, you had all the business you could possibly handle. Well, that is the situation that Nickey Oates finds himself in these days. For over 20 years, his company, the Nickey Oates Company of Dallas, has been building extraordinary homes for very discriminating buyers. His company is kind of a one-stop shop. They handle everything from concept through construction and beyond. It's an amazing success story. And to learn more, we sat down in a conversation with Nickey and talked with him about his company.
We are a design-build company that encompasses, we have our own painters, we have our own trim carpenters, we have our own cabinet shop. We can take a project from its conception of somebody contacts me, I want to build a home, I own a lot, or find me a lot, to a finished product. And so we do everything in between there in different segments for different people. And so we try to be a one-stop shop that can take care of anyone's needs. And typically, after somebody lives in one of our homes, they are calling us year after year to touch up some paint, or we want to change a countertop, or we want to redo something after, even maybe for the second and third owners, we're still involved with the homes we built. So that's a nice feeling to stay involved, because once we create these houses, they're kind of like our babies, and we tend to stay attached to them.
As you know, Nickey, there are a lot of high-end builders here in Dallas, especially concentrated in the areas where you're doing most of your building. What do you think it is that sets you apart from your competitors?
I mean, I think it's a hands-on approach, and I mean, I'm out on jobs every day, involved in the field. That's my passion. That's what I love to do. I love putting each little piece of trim together to make something different and unique from what we did the last time. And I think it's just the fact that we really put our heart and souls in what we do. It's not a job, it's something that we really are passionate about, and we're proud of it. And we want to be proud of the product we create at the end of the day. I try to bring clients into existing homes and say, okay, the living room that we're looking at is similar size to this room here, so that they can envision a room with the dimensions that we're actually working with. And I think it helps anyone get an idea of where they're ultimately going to end up and what that space is going to feel like. And it tries to take the surprise element away. We'd rather not have any surprises, and it makes the job go much smoother, because when it does get constructed, they knew what they were going to get on the front end. And that's where I think we have a little bit of a different take than what a lot of people do. We're real hands-on the whole way through the process. Talking about, well, if they're in a home and your bedrooms are X size, do you want them larger, do you want them smaller, or your bathrooms, or whatever it is, to really get them focusing on the space that they're in and how that new space needs to work differently, better, smaller, larger, whatever, but at least at that point they've got a good idea of where they're headed. This is a great family room. It just has a lot of warmth to it, great place to sit with friends, visit. Television's built in over to the left of the fireplace, so you can also watch TV in here. The sound system works throughout this area as well as the rest of the home. But this is just nice, casual space to come and hang out. Bathrooms and kitchens, we think, are very, very important in homes. And even when clients approach us about, should I remodel or should I do this, those are two areas that typically the money spent is certainly well spent and returned to them if they do it correctly, because bathrooms and kitchens sell homes. Most houses, it seems like when you entertain, ultimately everything ends up in the kitchen, and this one is kind of a party kitchen. It certainly has the space to hold a number of people very comfortably and has the openness to make it enjoyable. We do all our own cabinet design and cabinet construction. We create them all at our own cabinet shop. So, we try to kind of stay with a level of quality that, and details as far as the trim on the edges and up in the upper applique and things like that make them a little more furniture-like than just plain box cabinets.
Are there certain kind of construction trademarks, Nickey, that you have that you're known for?
I want to try to be ahead of the game from a design standpoint, that we're constantly not doing the same kitchen, not doing the same floor plan, not doing the same finishes, so that every house looks and feels different. I mean, I want them to feel the quality and feel the sense of that the space works, But I don't want every time somebody walks into one of my houses, the kitchen, and they say, well, this has got to be a Nickey Oates house because it looks like every other kitchen he's built, that's not what we do. That's not what we want to do. So we try to tweak it every time to be different. Every job you have to realize and put yourself in the owner's perspective on what their needs are, what they're trying to achieve, and be sensitive to it. And so that's an every job challenge. But it's something that I think if you do it, then everybody's happy at the end of the day, which is what we strive for.
Nickey, I know integrity is a very important word to you. How important do you think that has been to your success?
Well, I mean, our name, our reputation is everything. So for us, trying to take care of what we said we were going to do and make people feel like they've got everything they expected and a little extras is what we strive for. I mean, that's the most important thing. At the end of the job, you've got to come out, you want to come out with a happy client, you want to come out with your name intact, that they feel they got exactly what they expected.
I would assume, correct me if I'm wrong, that most of your clients are pretty demanding.
We have very discerning clients who are more often than not travel the world constantly, so they see things, they see finishes, they see details, and so they know what to expect, they expect the best, and we try to achieve that for them.
Another thing I understand that you're very insistent on is your refusal to cut corners anywhere.
We insulate every wall in the house, interior walls, exterior walls, between the floors, and it's not that much more expensive, but it's a sound deadening device. It adds a sense of quality. It creates a sense of stability from a heating and air conditioning standpoint. Nobody sees it. Most people wouldn't even know it, but it's just what we do.
I gotta ask you, do you love what you do?
I couldn't think of anything that could be more exciting than every day you have new challenges, new opportunities, and you get to deal with a lot of great people. It's a lot of fun.
The story of the Nickey Oates Company that specializes in building homes that are not only truly beautiful, they are most definitely architecturally distinctive as well. I'm Doug Llewellyn, reporting from Dallas.